R. Kelly's defense will begin to present its case tomorrow after the prosecution rested in the child pornography case against him.
A fourth woman testified yesterday claiming Kelly had sexually abused her as a teenager. Over the past 2 weeks, prosecutors showed graphic video. Jurors also heard from a 37-year-old woman who says she is the underage girl in the sex tape at the heart of his 2008 case. Kelly has been accused of witness tampering and paying the girl and her parents not to testify in that trial.
Reporter Jim DeRogatis has been reporting on R. Kelly for more than 20 years. He's also the author of the book Soulless, the case against R. Kelly. Jim, thanks for joining us this morning.
You bet. Good morning.
Well, talk about the impact this week of the testimony from star witnesses and others, and how this case might be different than what happened in New York.
Well, I don't think it's nearly as strong as the case in New York. There was so much more evidence, exhaustive, presented in New York, and it stretched from this period or earlier, actually much earlier with Aaliyah in the 90s, all the way toward basically when Kelly was arrested. This case is focusing on, that period 98 to 2002. And so these accusers who have testified, 4 of them, are now 37, 38, 40. The jury saw video. They saw 17 clips from 3 different tapes that will stay in their mind. The young woman in the main tape has testified that she was 14 when she was abused. But prosecutors said they would present 5 victims. They presented 4, and nobody knows what happened to the 5th. They said they would present evidence of 4 tapes, and there have only been 3. They're not necessarily delivering.
Interesting.
Which is odd, because, they arrested him in the summer of 2019. They've had 3 years to prepare this case.
Now, talk about what the defense strategy might be as that gets underway this week. Is this, I'm assuming they're going to attack the fact that some of these women have changed their story and did not come forward in 2008.
They've been doing that throughout, causing confusion. A young woman who testified under the name Tracy said she was 16 when Kelly sexually abused her. There was a contradiction with a lawsuit she filed. It was the second publicly filed lawsuit by Susan E. Loggins, who filed many, many lawsuits, civil suits, seeking money for her clients in exchange for non-disclosure agreements. How the government could have missed discrepancies in the lawsuit versus what Tracy said on the stand, it's just shocking. It's sloppy. We don't know. The government never called a video expert to talk about the veracity of those tapes and how difficult, as Sun Times reported this years ago, how difficult it would have been to completely fake videotapes as long as 26 minutes and 39 seconds.
Jim?
There's no evidence about that. So the defense may well be harping on, are these videos real?
Are they calling you as a witness?
Yes, I'm supposed to show up at 10 a.m. Tuesday. I've been subpoenaed by Daryl McDavid, his longtime business manager. It baffles me and the top 2 media attorneys in the country who are advising me what they want, because everything we've ever been able to factually prove, we have published.
Well, what are they going to ask you, Jim?
Well, that's what I mean. I have no idea.
You don't have any idea? Okay.
Maybe they want to ask where I buy my nifty shirts.
Okay.
Where did you get your ink, Jim DeRogatis? Benoit tattoo on Irving.
Well, for people who don't know, I mean, you received the initial copy of this tape, so I'm assuming it has something to do with that, correct?
Well, yeah, the media attorneys advising me say the chain of custody started when me and editor John Barron of the Sun Times, based on a decision by all of our editors and our attorney, handed the tape to police in February 2002. I do not know who dropped it in my mailbox on the Northwest side. And to this day, I mean, I wish I knew, Robin. I've been reporting this story for 22 years. Wow. How did that tape come to me? Yeah. I'm haunted by that question, but I've written that many times, including on Sunday in the Sun Times.
All right, Jim DeRogatis, we appreciate you joining us. Thanks, Jim.
You bet.